Now, episode 6, as we mentioned, gets back to basics
Hmm.
with the episode Excessive Force. And this is a big focus on what I've been excited for, which is the Muse story. His evil deeds are out in the open. Matt, Fisk, and the police know what he's doing. He's apparently killed around 60 people that we know of. He's
Ooh.
using their blood in his art and maybe gradually getting a little worse by using their corpses along with
Yeah.
the artwork, which is goes along with kind of what's in the comics too. And I kind of wondered if they would venture into the even darker ways that he makes his
Hmm.
artwork. We have White Tiger's niece who goes looking for Muse because that's what her uncle wanted. He's like, what, 15, 16, 17, weighs 100 pounds, and she's going to go after a serial killer. She gets captured, of course, which gets Matt to once again put on the Daredevil costume.
Yeah.
Instead of building awareness and the hunt for Muse through this season, we kind of really dump it all in episode 6. Angela goes missing, and Matt suits up and finds Muse's subway hideout within like 10 minutes. And
That
it's
was
just
the
too rushed.
weirdest.
It's
Yeah.
too rushed. It's not exciting. His powers, too, within this show, he's almost too powerful
I was going to ask, was it like Netflix that way? Because it does seem like
to
he is
some degree.
so
But like
he's
in
so
episode
heightened.
5, he leaves the bank and he's God knows how far along and he's listening to what's going on in the bank. It's like anything they need him to do, he can do, even though he's blind.
Yeah.
He can find whatever he needs. I just think he's almost too powerful at this point, which is just strange. And then we have Fisk, who is made aware of Muse, and he puts together this team of corrupt cops who are going to track Muse down. And at one point, he meets this task force and kind of rallies them together. And it's the cringiest stuff. It is so cringefully put together. What'd you think about this one? It is a step up.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe I had a sour taste in my mouth from episode 5, but this one didn't work for me for what I just said. And just, it's just, I don't know. It's just not, I'm not vibing with this right now.
I would say this one gets a loves for me, but
Mm.
just because we get back to the story and the overarching, like the connective tissue, if you will. And that's something that with this, I did enjoy seeing. Obviously, we do get like that traditional Daredevil, Kingpin. I'm growing into this in terms of that I'm liking it. I will say that at the same time, there are various things that I'm questioning. For example, like the superpowers of Matt Murdock. I'm just curious, like, okay, well, this seems like he seems pretty powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Is this common? Is this something that he actually, because I don't, again, coming from someone who did not watch the Netflix series, I don't know if he was treated this way or not, but it's almost like they're realizing the mistake of waiting so long to get to certain points, because that's one thing I do wonder if, like, as an audience, has it taken too long to get some of this stuff, especially Muse and Fisk, and then obviously the suiting up of Daredevil.
I
Um,
mean, think how cool it would have been if Muse was established kind of in episode 1 or 2,
mm,
and it's Matt trying to find him through this series. And then you gradually build in the Fisk storyline, and
yeah.
those things are just gonna collide together. And it's I kind of wonder, not that this season's like a lost season, but because of the overhaul, maybe season 2 is when we're gonna get the show we thought we were gonna get, at least me,
I could see that.
because again, not bad. It just feels rushed, and the other thing too, we have 3 episodes left. We got to wrap this one up, and then I assume the Frank storyline with the corrupt police is going to be the big focus of
Yeah.
the final 3 episodes. So are these? I mean, I was worried with this episode that he was going to kill or capture Muse, and that
Mm,
was going to be that storyline
yeah.
within not even a full episode.
Right. Yeah, that
And
was my
that was a huge concern. And I'm
oh
concerned
yeah.
about how they wrap this up, unless it bleeds into season 2, which it could. But we don't know who this guy is outside of the mask.
Hmm.
So that's got to be like the next episode. So no Frank in this one. He was sorely missing.
I was expecting him any second to pop up.
So they're probably gonna wait till he probably won't show up until like the final episode or something stupid.
Yeah.
Um, we're just at a point in the season where we're kind of getting a clear idea of, is this thing going to be good as a whole? At least I feel that. And the more it moves along, it's just working a little bit less with
Mm,
each episode, sadly. And because these last three episodes, they've ranged from okay to I think bad. Just and that's a concern heading into these final episodes.
that's not good, especially because of your
I
anticipation and
know,
also being a Daredevil fan from the Netflix show.
and I said I would going into this. I said I will be shocked if they don't deliver. And now I'm like that. It's like someone in an abusive relationship where I've lost faith in this one, but I'm like, well, the next time, you know, season two, that's when they're gonna have this figured out, and that's when they're gonna deliver.
That,
And that is the trend with Marvel. It's like
mm,
the next one's gonna be better. That's when they're gonna get it back on track, and they just have not been doing that. And
yeah.
this is still along the lines. I think it's better than maybe some of the things we've gotten, but it's not great. So episode six grade, if the last one was maybe 1.5 to two,
A two, yeah, I would say this one is at three. Let's
yeah,
say three.
I'll
I'll
say
say
three
three.
as well.